Welcome back, guys. Sorry about that. There's a lot of terrain to, a lot of boring, not boring, but just a lot of area to walk through to get back to the street. Welcome back. We were just showing you guys the Martin Luther King Memorial here, and I'm going to walk towards Heritage House, which is another landmark here in Compton. If you're just joining, this is Parachute TV, and this is Spotlight, something we do on Parachute TV from time to time, on all sorts of fronts. This weekend, straight out of Compton, hitting theaters, so we wanted to show you a little bit of Compton. Here we go. So as we mentioned, the memorial, which is right over there for Martin Luther King, is surrounded by the Civic Center, the Compton Courthouse, the Compton City Hall, Compton Public Library. You have this artwork on the outskirts. Obviously this painting dedicated to President Obama. You've got it. I appreciate you tuning in. You have this artwork here, which kind of puts together all those monuments I was just talking about, all those sort of civic buildings I was just talking about. It says, you are the light of the world, a city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. Clearly quoting verse. Oh, you got it, guys. Yeah, welcome. You know, this is community like any other, and you know, obviously there's a lot of pop culture references to Compton. We're just gonna walk around here. Yeah, exactly. So we're just gonna walk down. Where are we walking, by the way? Has Compton changed much in the last 20 years? I think a lot of people would say yes, for sure, for sure. And that's partly what I want to tell you about, is the history of Compton as we make our way towards, there's Compton sign right there. We're going towards Heritage House right now. Heritage House is the oldest house in the city of Compton. Just for a little bit of background, because oftentimes we talk about the amazing artists that have come out of Compton. Somebody mentioned Kendrick Lamar earlier, and of course everyone this weekend is going, bonjour, hello in France, nice to see you. Welcome to our little tour in the city of Compton, California, which we're doing today. It's just the Compton Sheriff's Station. Just because a lot of people, it's going to be part of the national dialogue this weekend. A lot of people are going to go see Straight Outta Compton. It's getting a lot of good reviews. Bonjour, nice to see you. So I figured we'd just show you a little bit of Compton. And if you don't know the history of Compton, it's actually named after somebody by the name of Compton, Reverend Griffith Dickinson Compton, who moved here in the 19th century with a group of folks from Stockton, California. They were going to call it Comptonville, but they ended up calling it Compton because there was a Comptonville. Imagine that. And in the early part of the 20th century, this was largely an agricultural community. People who would farm everything from, I don't think those barricades are awful. This is just for context. I mean, there's a train that runs through here, guys, and part of this is the courthouse. So at any local or federal facility like that, they make sure it's well fortified. Somebody mentioned food. I think that's a really good point. Compton known for some great food. No restaurants in this stretch right here. Wanted to pick a couple of landmarks to show you on this tour, so decided to walk from the Martin Luther King Memorial to Heritage House, which you're going to see in just a couple of seconds here. I do know Ray Moore, yes. And that's Heritage House right there. You can see peeking through. We'll go up to that in just a second. But Compton is definitely known for its good food. It's known for the Compton Cricket Club. You guys should Google the Compton Cricket Club, which does a lot of great stuff for the community. And over here, you were looking at, let's see, let me show you right here. There you go. Oh, she's a good friend of yours. That's cool. We love Ray Ray. So right now you guys are looking at Heritage House, which Heritage House is the oldest home in Compton. It was built in 1869. In the 1950s, they needed to move it to make way for a firehouse from where it originally was. and it is now officially a California state landmark. There you go. If you're saying who's that, you might be saying, it's me. My name is John Ehrlichman, and this is Parachute TV, and we're doing a quick tour of a couple of landmarks here in Compton. A lot of the early settlers, by the way, in Compton were Dutch and Portuguese immigrants who did some of that farming. Someone was asking about sort of has it changed? I mean, you know, every community has its moments of positive and negative, but certainly with all the pop culture references to Compton, I figure it would be good to come to the show. We're going to help you guys with Ferguson coverage. That'd be awesome. Yeah, reach out to us. Definitely like to have you reach out to us. And so those are just a couple of landmarks. We'll probably do a little bit of trivia about Compton a little bit later on my Periscope account if you guys follow me there. And there you go. Do I know where Dre lived? I don't know where Dre lived, but I'm sure you'll learn a lot about that if you go to see the movie this weekend. So I hope you guys enjoy the movie this weekend if you haven't seen it, and I hope you enjoy getting a little bit of, I feel like the media and pop culture exaggerate the gang crime. Well, I just wanted to show you a little snapshot. Obviously, you can't make any conclusions on a community just on a quick scope, but at the same time, it's not always best to make conclusions on communities based on, you know, a single film or a reference in pop culture. So we just wanted to spotlight that here on Parachute TV, and be sure to keep watching Parachute TV for all sorts of different content. We hope that we can give you something a little bit different on all fronts, creative and informative. So thank you guys. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to say thanks for tuning in. Watch the first scope, which showed you the Martin Luther King Memorial, which is also nearby. And I hope you guys have a great weekend and keep watching Parachute TV. Oh, you got it. I'm happy I could do it, Austin. All right, take care, guys.